Time now for our Friday Music Makers segment, and we continue to celebrate the life of our beloved friend and colleague Leo Sarkisian, who passed away 1 week ago today at the age of 97. Leo had a long and storied career as the original VOA music man. He is the father of Music Time in Africa, creating VOA's popular and longest-running English-language radio music show in 1965. Leo traveled to every African country recording music. Here, in his own words, is Leo Sarkisian describing his career at the Voice of America.
Well, the most memorable, of course, is the way I came into the Voice of America, and that is meeting Edward Almaro, the famous pioneer of American television and broadcasting. And the most memorable moment was when he came to my home in Guinea and met me and my wife and asked me at that time if I would like to come to work for the Voice of America.
And now here's Leo.
And I'm Leo Sarkisian. Happy to have you with us today. This example is the South Central province of the country, and the dance music is from the ethnic group called Betty.
Art and music. What finer passion can I have? It's been my entire life. It's from a childhood right up till today and maybe into the future. I'll still be doing my art and I'll be dancing with my music.
Right.
What else? It is passion.
Leo dancing with his music, and Leo will be laid to rest this Saturday, June 16th. Joining me in studio now is Heather Maxwell, host of Music Time in Africa. Heather, thank you so very much for joining us. You know, you've had the great honor of succeeding Leo. What do you think Leo learned from Africa, and what do you think Africa learned from him?
I think what Leo learned from Africa, two things come to mind. One is hospitality. He talked a lot about that, how he was never really a stranger anywhere. And he really appreciated that. Another thing related to music specifically is he said that when you're in Africa, you don't get the best music by just helicoptering into a place with your recording equipment. You have to spend time with people, eat their food, laugh and joke, spend the night, and then is when they give you their best music.
Wow. Really immerse yourself in a country, its people, its culture. How is it, I'm very curious, that a show that was started in 1965 is still alive, it is still running? In fact, Music Time in Africa has outlived Leo Sarkisian.
True.
So how do you now keep something like this going? How do you keep it feeling new, feeling fresh, and how do you keep it relevant?
Well, I keep it going by sticking with what Leo believed in, which was a mixture, playing music, grassroots music, as well as contemporary music. So a mix of traditional and new. And that we keep going, and that keeps it alive, because traditional music is always beautiful, people always love it. But there's a lot of new music coming out, and young people like to create new music, and so that kind of generates that audience that keeps on growing and growing. Another way that we've changed it to help it grow into the modern age is by communicating with people using social media. So Leo used to have this big library downstairs and in the basement here, and he had audience mail that would come in by the bucket loads, physical mail that he would open and read, and he and his wife Mary would go through it on the weekends. Every person that wrote, they would write back. But we don't do that anymore. And so now we have social media, we have YouTube, we have Facebook, and I'm able to talk with my audiences directly.
Well, I think this was truly a life well lived. I'm relatively new at VOA, but you cannot work here without knowing about the legend that is Leo Sarkisian. Heather, thank you very much for a very interesting segment as we remember the life and times of this legend. And if you want to learn more about Heather or her music, the VOA radio show, you can visit Facebook and type in the keywords Music Time in Africa. And you can see what time her program can be heard in your area. You can also get more information about some of her featured artists. And so we're going to leave you now with the song Magbe Yenwa. This is an unreleased recording by Leo Sarkisian of a young Fela Kuti in 1965 in a studio in Lagos. From all of us here in Washington, do have a great weekend. Goodbye.
Baba mi ní kí mama ṣe o ṣùgbọ́n ìyá mi ní ṣọ́ọ̀kùnkùn bá ní o.